In a small town surrounded by dry hills and dusty roads lived a young boy named Armin. Life in his town was not easy. Most families struggled to earn enough for daily meals. Jobs were limited, and dreams often felt too big for such a small place. Armin's father worked as a mechanic in a tiny roadside shop. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors to support the family. They were not poor in love, but they were poor in money. Still, Armin had big dreams. He wanted to become an engineer one day and build machines that could help farmers in his village. But life had its own plans. One year, a terrible drought hit the region. Crops failed. Farmers had no money to repair their tools or machines. Armin's father's shop became empty. Days passed without a single customer. Bills started piling up. At night, Armin could hear his parents whispering in worry. One evening, his father sat silently outside their small house, staring at the ground. "Abu," Armin asked softly, "will everything be okay?" His father forced a weak smile. "Inshallah, son, but sometimes life tests us." That night, Armin couldn't sleep. He felt fear creeping into his heart. What if they had to leave school? What if they lost their home? Negative thoughts filled his mind like dark clouds. The next morning, Armin walked to school feeling heavy. On the way, he noticed his teacher, Mr. Rahman, standing near the gate. "You look troubled, Armin." "Mr. Rahman said kindly. Armin hesitated, then told him everything: the drought, the empty shop, the fear. Mr. Rahman listened carefully and then said, "Do you know the story of the bamboo tree?" Armin shook his head. When a bamboo seed is planted, nothing appears for years. The farmer waters it every day, but there is no visible growth. People may laugh and say it's useless. But beneath the ground, the roots are growing stronger and deeper. Then one day, suddenly, the bamboo shoots up and grows tall within weeks. Hard times are like that. They are the period when your roots grow. Armin thought deeply about those words. "Sir," he asked, "how can I stay positive when everything feels wrong?" Mr. Rahman smiled. "Positivity doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means choosing hope while solving them." Those words stayed in Armin's heart. Instead of feeling helpless, Armin decided to take small actions. After school, he started helping his father at the shop. He cleaned old tools, organized spare parts, and even tried repairing small items. At first, customers were rare. But one day, an old farmer came with a broken water pump. Armin carefully examined it. He remembered a lesson from science class about pressure and valves. With patience, he managed to fix the issue. The farmer was surprised. "You fixed it. How much do I owe you?" Armin smiled. "Just pay whatever you can." The farmer paid a small amount but told others in the village about the young boy who repaired his pump honestly and politely. Slowly, a few more customers started coming. Meanwhile, Armin kept studying hard. Every night, when negative thoughts tried to return, he repeated to himself, "This is my root growing time." But the real test came when Armin failed his math exam. He stared at the red marks on his paper. He felt ashamed and disappointed. "Maybe I'm not smart enough," he thought. That evening, he almost gave up studying. "What's the point?" he muttered. But then he remembered the bamboo tree. Instead of quitting, he went to Mr. Rahman for help. The teacher explained difficult concepts patiently. Armin practiced daily. It was not easy. Sometimes he felt frustrated. But he kept telling himself, failure is not the end. It's part of growth. Months passed. The drought slowly ended. Rain returned. Fields turned green again. Farmers began earning money. More machines needed repair. Armin's father's shop became busy once more. One evening, his father placed his hand on Armin's shoulder. "You know, son," he said, "your positive spirit kept this shop alive. When I wanted to give up, I saw you trying, smiling, believing. That gave me strength." Armin realized something important. Positivity is contagious. When one person chooses hope, others feel it too. Years went by. Armin completed his studies with excellent grades. He earned a scholarship to study engineering in the city. Life there was challenging. He faced language barriers, tough competition, and financial pressure. Many times he felt small among talented students. But whenever doubt entered his mind, he remembered the dry hills, the empty shop, and the bamboo roots. Instead of comparing himself to others, he focused on improving a little every day. He joined study groups. He asked questions without feeling embarrassed. He worked part-time to support himself. Slowly, his confidence grew. After graduation, Armin returned to his hometown, not as a struggling boy, but as an engineer with a vision. He designed affordable irrigation machines that used less water. Farmers who once suffered from drought now had better tools. His inventions were simple but powerful. At the opening ceremony of his small factory, Mr. Rahman was invited as a special guest. Standing on the stage, Armin shared his journey. "There was a time," he said, "when my family had nothing but hope. I learned that staying positive doesn't remove hardships. It gives you strength to walk through them. Hard times are not punishments. They are preparation." The crowd listened silently. "I failed exams. I saw my father struggle. I felt fear. But I chose to believe that something better was growing beneath the surface." Just like the bamboo tree. Tears filled his father's eyes. Pride shone in his mother's smile. Armin's story spread across nearby towns. People admired his success, but few knew the sleepless nights, the silent fears, the small steps of faith that built it. One day, a young boy approached him and said, "Sir, my family is going through hard times. How can I stay positive?" Armin knelt down and replied gently, "Start with gratitude. Be thankful for what you still have, your health, your family, your ability to learn. Then take one small action every day toward your goal. And remember, this might just be your root growing time." The boy nodded, feeling hopeful. Life will always bring storms. There will be days when everything seems to fall apart. Positivity does not mean pretending the storm doesn't exist. It means holding your umbrella and walking forward anyway. Armin's life proved that attitude shapes destiny. When you choose positivity, you see opportunities instead of obstacles. You learn from failure instead of fearing it. You inspire others through your courage. Hard times are temporary, strength is permanent, and positivity is the bridge between the two.